All right, as far as the injuries go, you have the guys from yesterday. It's the same guys. Add Kelvin Joseph in there, slight hamstring, and then Wanye hurt his shoulder a bit. So we'll get that checked out and worked out. Good work today. A lot of red zone work today, and that benefits you. Obviously, an important situation there once you get inside that red zone to make sure you're accurate with all your assignments. So, anyways, with that, time's yours.
8 days to the first preseason game. How are you feeling overall about the team, specifically the offense?
Yeah, good. The guys are learning and working hard, and I think they'll be excited to play against somebody else other than themselves here. So.
Anything specifically that impressed you about the red zone work today, Andy?
Well, when it goes back and forth like it did, that's a positive thing. So both sides challenged each other. It was all ones versus ones and two versus two. So it was good work against good guys and all. So.
What kind of progress have you seen up here, particularly since the pads have gone from Suamataia?
Yeah. So Kingsley, you're saying? Yeah. It's a good try on the last name though. No. Yeah, that's right. It was pronounce every syllable. You got it. He's worked in with those starters, and he's doing a nice job there. He's working, number one, hard on the things that we're trying to teach him. There's a lot of new things that he's learning, and he's playing aggressive. So and getting better every day. He's not taking steps back, which is important. He's getting to go against good players, which also is important. So and competing there.
With Wanye playing all guard today before he left, I mean, is it fair to say Kingsley's your left tackle for now?
No, not necessarily. But it gives us a chance to let Wanye work a little guard. And, Andy moves those guys around. You saw Niang in there last week. So Wanye got a shot at it this week or today. And it's not a permanent thing. That's not what it is. So it's just having a shot to get in there and see what we've got and what he can do there.
Any plans to move Kingsley around at all, or is he, for now, just?
Yeah, well, I think just being a rookie here, I think you probably leave him in one spot for right now, but eventually he'll be able to do all of it.
Andy, you were in the heart of camp, and obviously he wasn't here last year, but just what's it been like to watch Chris work day after day now that we're into the heart of camp?
Yeah, it's good. He's very disruptive when he's in there. But I like the way he's working. It's good to have him here. He brings energy. I mean, you guys know his personality, so he brings that every day, and he's playing good.
I want to ask you about Pacheco. Obviously, you don't have Jarek back this year. That third down back seems to be maybe perhaps more open. What's he has to do pass protection-wise? Obviously, we saw a rep with him today in Brewer. He got pretty fiery, but he kind of described his growth and just the pass protection.
Yeah, no, he's ready to be able to do all that. He's good with the protections. He's good with the technique and fundamentals. He can run all the routes. He's got great hands. So he can do that. Clyde can do that. I mean, we've got guys that can step in there and do it, yeah.
Coach, last year, top 10 offense, top 10 defense. What do you need to do to build on that consistency so you have that balance between those two units?
Yeah, we need to get better. Just strive to get better, coaches and players. If you can just keep the hammer down and keep working and detailing your work and not worried about what's going on a play down the way here, just focus on what your job is and get it done. Then you have a chance to get better. And so we've added some new things, and the coaches are working on detailing all of that, and the players are working hard to this point. They're working their tail off to try to master everything.
Andy, just with your evolution as a coach, I talked with you yesterday about his struggles with PTSD and y'all helping him deal with that. Just not to try to point anyone out, but do you have experience helping players do that kind of thing and helping them through those mental battles like that? Yeah, so it's real, first of all, and he's admitted it, that's a positive. He knows, and he's willing to attack it. And so we've got help here for him with Dr. T, who spends time with him. So it just keeping us informed, and he does a great job with that.
and then if he needs spotted, we spot him. You know, we take that. We're not fire him through things. We get it, and it's a serious deal. So, but I'm just glad that he's on board with that part. He's been great with it. Yeah.
Two quick ones. I guess Carson Wentz, how's he doing in the backup job, and then the team speed, how has that looked and kind of helped the team in training camp?
Yeah, Carson's done a nice job. Really like what I've seen from him. He's got a real good feel for the game. Smart kid, real smart, and has picked it up quickly. As far as the speed goes, it's good to have the speed, but you still got to be able to run the routes and do all those things. So those guys are working like crazy on it. You see them in there working on releases and working on the intermediate short routes. So it's not just about throwing the ball down the field. That's not. You can't just do that in the National Football League. I mean, you got to be able to do the other things with it. Yeah.
Last two, Adam and Pete. Go ahead, Adam.
Andy, Trent McDuffie, obviously you guys liked him. You traded up to get him in the first round, but has there been something about him in your 2 years here, or his 2 years here, that maybe you didn't expect, that you sort of learned about him?
Yeah, extremely smart, student of the game, and then is always in balance. You know, as receivers, we're trying to get the corners out of balance, especially if they're coming up and pressing you and doing all that. And he's always under control and in balance, and that's a unique characteristic that he has.
Last one, Pete.
I know Noah does some of this stuff, but how tempting is Carson making it maybe bring back a full-time fullback?
Yeah, I mean, Steele is doing a nice job with that. I mean, he's jumped in there and played fullback, and he's been banging it in there with what we ask him to do. And he's really not a fullback. I mean, you know, he can also do the other thing, but he's a big kid and he's trying to make the team. So he's had some real good snaps for us. I mean, it's been a surprise there. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, good. Thank you.